If things go as expected, Jérémy Jacquet will be a Chelsea player. Today's video we will be analysing him, looking at his performance from central centre-back and how he'll fit into Chelsea and how I think he'll do. Before I do begin, if you are new here, please do hit the subscribe and the like button as well. But let's get on with the video. So I've got a whole compilation here from pre-season. Jérémy Jacquet playing central centre-back for his current club, Stade Rennais. I'm going to play it. I'm going to pause at a certain moment so we can analyse some of the things that he's doing. So let's just get straight into it. You know, I'll try and speak over the player as it goes on. I think he's somebody who's sort of really secure when he does receive the ball and in his duels as well. You can see the intention, you can see the strength. But for me, when we're talking about Jérémy Jacquet, his anticipation of the danger can be both his strong point and his weak point. For example, in this instance, the ball is clearly going to be played into this space. And you can already see Jérémy Jacquet thinking about jumping. And you'll see sequences where he's pulled into the wide channels to defend. I think he's one of the best channel defenders I think I've seen, young channel defenders I think I've seen, because he's just so strong and his long legs allow him to steal the ball. But there's certain times where I think he's either too jumpy, and I think in the Premier League, this action may work for him here, but I don't think it will in the Premier League, which is just something to sort of consider. Really good, really strong, obviously, but the risk can come with jumping into challenges like that. On the ball, we're about to see his composure. And like I said, you know, in those channels, defending those wide spaces like that, really comfortable. So this is now what we're talking about. Draws the defender in. That is really, really good. I like that from him. Draw the defender in. Ball's in behind as well. It looks as though it was going to get away from him. Really strong. As a pure defender, and we can categorize defenders into three things. You've got to be good at defending in space. You've got to be good at defending when the ball is played into the channel when you're dragged over. And you've got to be good at defending your box. Already with Jérémy Jacquet, we're seeing that balls in behind in the channels or centrally, he's dealing with them really, really well. And his intention on the ball as well, very composed, very relaxed, very sort of, he's just a confident player, and that's what you need. You know, he's not going to panic if the ball is played towards him and there's pressure on him. He'll assess his options and play. It's genuinely a really, really good thing from him. And there, of course, you see him sweeping it up, using those long legs. Again, dealing with those duels. He's comfortable. Drag him out of the middle. With how man-to-man is these days, as centre-half, you've got to follow players in. I think he's really suited to that. And just that action there, I really like it, actually, if I can get back a bit. Here. So he's going to play this ball over into there. And then you're going to see where he moves. Watch where he moves. That is what you need to do as a central centre-back. Move into the space, attack the space, so you can be in a position to move and advance up the pitch. In this instance, it doesn't come to him, but the intention there is really, really good. He's an attacking centre-half. He knows uses of his left foot there. Balance, now he's dragged into a wide position. That one doesn't come off for him, and that's what I mean when I'm talking about Jérémy Jacquet and why at times, you know, he could struggle in the Premier League. Here, he's quite obviously pressed in. He does try the hero ball too much. And I feel like when you're central centre-half, you've got to find that blend a lot through playing through the lines, playing backwards, playing it into the channel. Sometimes he can sort of get it wrong. And for Chelsea, the Premier League, I like what he thinks he's seen in there. But with high risk, sometimes no reward. That one goes in and you lose possession and you're on the back foot. Chelsea fans will have to allow him to make those mistakes though, because it's just part and parcel of being a young player. But overall, I'm really impressed with how he weights his passes. They're never really undercooked or overcooked really. It's normally just a direction of them, which is obviously what you want to be seeing. There again, you see him putting pressure on the centre forward, receives it, right foot can play on his left as well. These are the different things, and this is really impressive. When you're a central centre-back, it can be easy to just stay into this zone, but you've got to be able to just drag yourself over and be able to defend 1v1 in those wide spaces. And Jérémy can. Look at that. Really good pressure on the rebound, and he's cleared it. Those sort of things is what I like to see. Again, here, look at him driving into the space. He's taking the ball from here, gone into there, and he's now going to give it to his winger. to have a 1v1. And these are the sort of habits you want to be seeing from a player playing central centre-back. Again, defensive situation, he switched on. Remember how I showed you an earlier instance of him jumping in and it worked for him, and how in the Premier League sometimes you've got to be able to read those situations better and read to drop back. I think that's an improvement that he can do. Here, I like it. You're about to see it. Ball's played through. There he is. Really good reading of the game. Really good second challenge as well. He's up, he's going back. Again, receives the ball centrally, punches it through there. These are really good intentions, really good intentions. And sometimes you've got to have a lot of risk when you're playing in this position, but he's got, look at that for a pass. That's probably one of the best of the lot when we're talking about central centre-back and punching those passes. Initially, look how he's receiving forward to go into the space, attacking intentions. Goes forward, receives, goes into the space, and now you're asking him to play that risky ball. I don't mind the risky ball here, no problem with it, because this is a position where if you lose it, you've got enough players back to deal with the opposition's transition. And that's what I'm saying with Jérémy. It's just knowing when to play and force those balls through the line. Here, really good, gets his team on the forward, on the front foot, which is always what you want to be seeing. Again, he's played that pass, he moves into midfield. His intentions are there for a central centre-back, and his development as one long-term, and this has been my thing, because I think he's way better as a channel defender and distributing ball through the channels. For him to be a successful central centre-back, he needs to be able to know when I should punch a ball through the lines like that, really good, and when I should just circulate the ball between me and my other centre-halves, which are splitting in the three. But he's already played a system where he's in the middle, and he's really strong. Look at that. That is the risk that comes with Jérémy Jacquet. You know, letting that roll across your body and then punching it centrally. That's where I'm happy with him, but I'm a bit concerned how that will translate to the Premier League with the little time that you have on the ball. But ultimately, like I've said, intentions are there. Defending the channels here, absolutely superb. He's got that any day of the week. We're seeing a bit of box defending now. And this was really good, really good. Move into the space where you think the ball is going to come. And then, look, you're able to pounce on anything loose. Look at that. There he is. Bang, away. That's what I want to see. Really good physical profile. Really good physical profile, Jérémy. And his intentions, I've said intentions about 50 million times, are really good on the ball. And that's what allows him to be able to be the build-up leader for a team like Stade Rennais. There is this sort of element of, I'm going to be the one to split this defense. I'm going to split the lines. I'm going to play through the lines. I can do it. And that mental side of his game is really, really strong. It genuinely is. Again, plays it wide, simple. If he can find that blend again of simple passes and breaking the lines, I'll be assured that this is his long-term role. But for now, as he's developing, and I think with his box defending as well, playing him wider when he can defend a channel like that is certainly the way forward. But now let's go to the tactics board. So here we have it. I've already mentioned many times, I think you guys are probably tired, about Jérémy Jacquet being really sort of capable of playing central centre-back. But I think his long-term future, when Colwill comes back, will be wide left centre-half, which then does allow the left-back to come inside, and he'll be the one splitting there, Colwill through the middle and James on the right-hand side. This is not me dissing Jérémy Jacquet. I just think his channel defending, the risk he takes on the ball is suited to that position. Because when we talk about other centre-backs, the likes of Saliba on the ball, he can punch those balls with regularity through the middle, but you have to calculate it. And mentally, you have to be switched on to be able to know when to play those balls through the middle. Jacquet, I don't think he'll get to that point in his career where that intention and controlled nature to play those balls through will match his technical ability. With Colwill, I think he's already there. We've seen him, he's phenomenal on the ball, knows when to punch it through the lines and when to keep it simple and circulate it through the middle. You can see the box four as well. I think Chelsea have got quite the squad. I think the left-hand side, and of course Esteval, I think will be the right winger. I think once Chelsea get that left winger, I still think they need a proper 9. Then they've got a really good squad and good 11. I think I was watching today, actually. Sarr looked really good, the youngster that they signed. And he's somebody that looks, again, as a great channel defender as well, next to sort of Jacquet next to Reece James, and Achimpong long term will probably take up this position here where Reece James is, and then Reece will be in there, Fernandez will be out, and it'll be Achimpong, Jacquet, Colwill. That's an incredible 3 players to have in your build-up for a top team like Chelsea to punch the balls with regularity into Hato, into Fernandez, into Caicedo, into Palmer, into Enzo, into Lavia. Chelsea have got the squad, and I'm a big fan of Jérémy Jacquet, as you can tell, and I think he'll be perfect for them long term.